Chapter 4, Mishnah 7. This Mishnah records 3 disputes where Beis Shammai ruled more leniently than Beis Hillel in regard to marriage and divorce. The first of these disputes, which also appears in Kedushin 1:1, teaches that one of the ways to perform Kedushin betrothal is for the man to give the woman money or an object of some value for the purpose of betrothal. Beis Shammai and Beis Hillel disagree as to how much the money or object must be worth. A woman can be betrothed with a dinar or something worth a dinar according to the opinion of Beis Shammai. But Beis Hillel say a woman can be betrothed even with a pruta, the smallest coin, or something worth a pruta. And how much is a pruta worth? 1/8 of an Italian isar. The next dispute, which is also found in Gittin 8:4, deals with the laws of divorce. A husband divorces his wife by delivering a get, divorce document, to her. Beis Shammai say a man may divorce his wife with an old get, but Beis Hillel forbid it. And what is an old get? Any get that he wrote for his wife, and he then spent time alone with her before he gave it to her. According to Beis Hillel, a husband may not divorce his wife with such a get because of the concern that he may have had marital relations with her when they were alone together and she then conceived and will give birth to a child. Since people assume that a get is given on the date written in it, they would think that the child was conceived out of wedlock after they were divorced. People would then not want to marry this child when he grows up. Beis Hillel therefore require that they use a new get with a new date, so that it will be clear that the child was conceived before they were divorced. The third dispute in our Mishnah, which appears in Gittin 8:9, also involves the laws of divorce. If someone divorced his wife, and witnesses later saw that she spent the night alone with him in an inn, Beis Shammai say she does not need a second get for him, i.e., we do not assume that he remarried her by having marital relations with her for the sake of Kedushin. Since the witnesses did not see them engaging in relations, we do not assume that they did. But Beis Hillel say she needs a second get from him because we assume that he had relations with her. Since a person generally does not want to act sinfully, we assume that he intended his actions to be for the sake of remarrying her. Because the witnesses can assume this is what happened, it is as if they witnessed the act of Kedushin, and the man and woman are considered married. Therefore, if she wishes to marry someone else, she must first receive another get from him. The Mishnah qualifies Beis Hillel's ruling. When do Beis Hillel say she needs a get? Only when she was divorced from him after they completed their marriage with Nisuyin and were living together as man and wife. But if she was divorced from him during the Erusin, betrothal stage of marriage, when the couple is not yet permitted to live together, Beis Hillel agree that she does not need a second get from him because they were alone together after the divorce. Because during the Erusin stage of marriage, he is not yet comfortable with her and he is embarrassed to have marital relations with her. Therefore, even Beis Hillel agree that we cannot assume they had relations with each other just because they were alone together.